Hello, 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 and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Just grabbing a little bit of moisturizer, hand moisturizer. Thank you for being here. I'm here literally every single day of the year to take your political questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have got epic troll slayers who have kept us safe for years. Thank you. And we have got a fantastic community because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on a higher speed or whatever works for you. So, and anyone who's new, sometimes if I have too much moisturizer on my hands, I put some on my back just to get it out of the way. So if you're wondering, what the heck are you doing? That's what I'm doing. Okay, anyway, we have got stuff today. Oh my gosh. We have got stuff today, and we've got debut nails. I've had these nails for a while. There was a sale a while back, but I haven't worn them yet. So it's the first time. Okay. Melissa says I do that too on my neck or my neck. There we go. Look. Are these fabulous? If I can get the camera to focus. Look at that. I absolutely love these. Different colors. So, and I thought they would go well with the colors here. So, all right, just need to get to focus on me. All right. Butterfly Love Child says, happy post-food coma day. Hey, I still have a little, I still have 2 servings of apple crumble. And honestly, I'm not sure if they're both going to survive the day. But anyway, thank you so much. I'm glad you like this. I actually put it together from several different images because I really wanted to create a first snow of late fall. And then it was like, it needs something. It's missing something. Look. So anyway, I put them all together. Lewis says, I'm wearing my eating pants. Good for you. Yes, Warm Halo. It's the little things that give us joy. Yes. Cookies. I do not have snow here yet. We're in Chicago. We're under a winter storm watch from, they're saying like 3 to 6 a.m. But they're saying like 6 to 10 inches of snow. It usually doesn't fall that fast. So I don't know exactly. Oh, thank you, Night Shadow. You really are gifted in making these overlays. Thank you. Well, the news is so miserable. These people are so miserable, although we do have some glorious stuff up front. That it's just a daily reminder there's good in the world. There's something a little uplifting. So, okay. Okay, let's jump in. 3 minutes, 30 seconds in. Okay. Okay, so, well, let's make it 3 minutes, 45 seconds. All right. All right. President Blunderdum, king of the bog of eternal stench, he did a stupid thing, of course, day ending in day. And he called Tim Walz a word that nobody should be using. Tim Walz, like Harris Walz, Tim Walz? Yes, governor of Minnesota. He called him the R word. R-E-T-A. Yeah, that one. And it's like, okay, that's really stupid. But Tim Walz, what? He doesn't usually specifically go after Tim Walz. What's the deal? Oh. We love you, Tim Walz. Governor Tim Walz and others are demanding that Donald Trump release the full results of the MRI conducted during his recent mid-year physical at Walter Reed Medical. Yes. The call comes after the president waited until nearly midnight to issue a Thanksgiving message that devolved into attacks on immigrants. Walz responded, because he attacked Walz. Walz responded by urging transparency regarding the president's medical evaluation. So apparently there is a push. Now he's calling for it, but apparently there's an increasing push that, and because of HIPAA laws, Trump doesn't have to release it, and I would be floored if he did. But just the constant drumbeat, release the MRI. Release the Epestine files, release the MRI. Woo, boy. Stanman said it's snowing and very cold in Billings, Montana. I bet it's beautiful, though. Oh. Mega Karen says, get him, coach. Exactly. All right, let's see here. Oh, fingers crossed. This is going to become a bigger push. Well, consider I feel like I'm sliding forward, then I'd say yes. Well now. All right, there's doctors. And of course, we know not to believe anything any of his doctors say. Looking at you, Dr. Feelgood. Lovers, Page of Swords, King of Swords. Yeah, he's been bamboozling these people, his base, his cult. He's been bamboozling from years. Oh, Trump, he's so big and tough and bleh. Yeah, right. He's the healthiest person ever. These are legislators. Oh, there's disappointment. Disappointment there, and there's the country. So tell me more about this disappointment. For the good of the country. And if they want to go, but Biden's not president right now. So, come on. Oh, tower. Got the deck and got the tower deck card. Oh, Woodpile Witch. Hello, lovelies. Hope your Thanksgiving was as great as mine. Excellent. Cat Toy says, if he's healthy, I'm a flippin' superhero. Freaking superhero. You know, one of the hardest things to do, those of you who have dealt with your aging family members, one of the hardest things to do is keep them on a schedule. It was nearly impossible to keep Trump on a schedule. That spoiled brat on a schedule back during his first term. Executive time. Please. Well, he's definitely on the defensive. Maga's adding insult to injury. See, normally I would have said, this is Maga. The people in Congress or the people supporting him who have some power. This is adding insult to injury, and it would be like, yeah, that's what they do. But there are a lot of MAGA people starting to turn on the king of the bog of eternal stench. And I've got a DEATH card right in the middle. Page of Cups. All that has to happen is every time you see him in a picture with anybody younger, Newsom, even Vance, they're so obviously healthier. And trying to take the spotlight. Now, his narcissism is never going to let him step down. Never. He will not voluntarily step down. He won't. He won't unless, I mean, it would have to be so extreme. But it doesn't matter what happens. And just hand all that power to Vance willingly. Not before his term's up, certainly. Maureen is saying my dad is in a rehab facility right now, and he's still doing better than Trump. I'm so sorry about your dad. Bless. Bless. Thank you, Walter. Whew, man. Oh yeah, his health is cookies. Yeah, with his health, the health problems are very, very obvious. Oh, man, that man hides his ankles. Oof. Oh, Melissa. Oh my gosh, gifted 20 memberships to random people in the chat. Thank you. Thank you. 20 people. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. And earlier, Patty had become a new member before I came on. Thank you. Thank you, Patty. Thank you so much, Melissa, too. Thank you. Okay. Cindy says, I also went through that with my mom. Oh, bless. So, whew. Okay, so, you know what I'm picking up? Oh my gosh, my hair's a mess. Do you know what I'm picking up right now? Oh, frustrated Vance. Oh, that's not breaking my heart. Oh, look at this. Look at this. It comes down to who controls Maga. Right? Vance should be able to just go out there and declare himself king. I am your new king. And the thing is, he doesn't need Trump's permission to go out there and start claiming MAGA as his own. Unless, of course, he thinks he can, well, if Peter Thiel lets him. You have to understand, there's MAGA and then there's the nerd Reich. And they're different. And I keep trying to explain to people, we don't have two actual parties. We have two built-in coalitions. And all the different parties sit under one of the two umbrellas. And on the right, there are Republicans, there's MAGA, there's the nerd Reich. And others. But anyway, you see, if Vance actually had any charisma, the man who cannot even order donuts like a normal human being, if he had any charisma, he could be winning over MAGA voters, these far-right Republican voters. He could be winning them over right now. And he's not. There's justice right in the middle. Think, oh, what is that? Chaos. Day late and a dollar short. Look, having a president who is coming apart mentally is not safe for our country. But this is just increasingly try to get the 25th Amendment and vote, try to get, try to do something as Trump declines and declines and declines. But this is the Republicans not being able, under that umbrella, not being able to pull themselves together to get rid of Trump. So ultimately, they go down with the ship. So at 1445, um, 25th, 225th? No, 25th amendment or go down with the Trumptanic. I'll have to dig out. A long time ago, I made a Trumptanic overlay. I'll have to dig it out. Oh, yeah, no, we're going to get there. It's in the description box. Whew. Oh, Amy's saying visualize. I saw that clip too from the Daily Beast. I don't know anything about that. So, Republicans, 25th Amendment, are you going down with the Trumptanic? This is not healthy for our country. It's not good for our country, but these people have been so awful and done so much damage. There's just one part of me that's like, where's my popcorn? But I just don't want it hurting people. I don't want it hurting the people. Well, they're already hurting us. Raymond, I don't know what 8, 6, 4, and 7 are. Now 5. Now 5, 5. Thank you so much. That's huge. It really helps the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, okay. Feeling increasingly beaten up over there, are you? Justice, sword of truth. Day late and a dollar short. And this time it's in the center. I got the justice card again. I got this again. Now it's in the center. Flailing. Flailing. People, this feels like the Republicans who are leaving Congress. And as that number climbs. So that's the other option. It isn't 25th Amendment or going down with the Trumptanic. It's Republicans losing control of Congress. Don't threaten us with a good time. All right, that's what I'm getting for that. Whew. Diane, loving your nails and, oh, the overlay. Thanks for sharing your gift and helping us stay sane. Oh, thank you. Thank you for keeping me sane. I'm here every day because you're here. Whew. Okay, so we're going to move on to, this is, I love this. This makes me happy. At 18 minutes, 30 seconds in. Amy, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Wow, thank you. It really helps. 1840. Okay, at 1840. Ready? You ready? So you know how you have, okay, do you remember Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters? Remember that whole mess? Okay. She is actually in prison right now in Colorado for a 9-year state sentence for orchestrating a breach of voting machine data. 9 years. 9. Okay. The federal government, the DOJ, has made a request that she be moved to the federal prison system. Colorado just said, no. Whew, thank you, Colorado. Bless you. Colorado officials say they will not transfer former Mesa County Clerk Tina Peters to federal custody, despite a request from the Trump administration, leaving her to continue serving her 9-year state sentence for orchestrating a breach of voting machine data as the case becomes a rallying point for election conspiracy activists and sparks concerns among state clerks about federal interference. Allah. Thank you, Colorado. And Colorado said, ew. Kobe says, oh, good. I hadn't heard Colorado's response. Oh, Tina Peters. Yeah, our country is not just the federal government. Oh, disappointment. 9-year sentence, you say? Oh, Trump's legacy, which is just diabolical. Oh yeah, we're gonna keep doing this to try to get these people. Oh, okay, we can't do much. Send her some commissary money, maybe. Oh yeah, big strong. You're gonna go do the thing. No, you're really not. There's the night, the active, the go, the do, and then there's the charity little something. Cindy says having a toddler moment because he can't pardon her. Love it. Rose Blue, thank you. 10th Amendment, states' rights. Yep. Thank you. M. Kelpie, yes, Diddy should have gotten 40 years, at least, in my opinion. Fuel Your Spirits says, oh, okay, 86. Thank you, Chris Cool. Fuel Your Spirit says she was crying because the bed she sleeps on hurts her back. She's accustomed to luxury. Luxury. We slept out in a shoebox in the middle of the street. Luxury. You had a shoebox. Yeah. Blah. Blah. Dave says Trump is being told to send the military to break her out. What? Oh boy. Okay. Oh, but wait, there's more. Now this is not as much fun, but oh dear. 2330. What have we come to? Politiken reports that Denmark has created a night watch. What's a night watch? In its foreign ministry to track Trump's statements and actions in real time after a major diplomatic clash over Greenland, reflecting how Copenhagen has been forced to adapt to the unpredictability of Trump's second term and prompting Danish officials to question the strength and shared values of the US-Denmark alliance. So in their foreign ministry, they have had to create a specific task force that they're calling the Night Watch. I'm embarrassed as an American. I'm embarrassed. Sorry, Denmark. We did not vote for him. We did not. We didn't. We're here every day. We speak out every day going, no. Man, that's old silver. The country that gave us Heige. Heige? Is that how you say it? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. But I'm all for the coziness. Chris Cole says, I feel sorry for Ghislaine. They should provide her with a private sauna, private jacuzzi, daily masseuse, exotic oils. Someone to peel grapes for her. Yeah. Man. Bin Dip. She blacked out naked depictions on the cards because YouTube. Oh yeah. Yeah, so YouTube doesn't get upset. Yeah, I had to draw clothes on the cards. I have been dinged by YouTube repeatedly over the years. So yeah. Denmark. Sorry. Yeah, we know it's chaotic. Yeah, we know it's chaotic. The good news, I mean, as Democrats, we're pulling together. Decent people are standing up. There is hope. Yes, as long as he's in office, he will be doing the dumb stuff. Thank you, Rose Blue. My favorite essential oil is bacon grease. Chariot. Denmark's not alone. This has this has come out in the news, but this is across all of our allies. This is a big movement of, we have to watch this jerk carefully. And his stupid actions, this is a much bigger, major arcana is a bigger force than minor arcana. This is more where the rubber hits the road here on the human level. But there is hope, and yeah, I'm embarrassed. Mayor says Germany's preparing too. Yeah. Oh, well, yeah, that's a whole different thing we're going to get to in a minute. Sorry. There are 500 people in the chat right now and watching live. Sorry, there are 500 people watching live and it's me. And we did not vote for this jerk at all, ever. Okay. All right. Cynthia is saying when pigs fly, he'll step down. Yeah, that narcissism. Okay, let's go down to hang on. Got that. Okay, yeah. All right. Then we should, on a related note, at 28 minutes in, and thank you so much for being here and being so kind to the channel and me. Thank you. NBC News reports President Emmanuel Macron launched a new voluntary national military service for 18 to 19-year-olds. As part of France's broader push to strengthen its defenses in response to rising fears about Russia, expanding military spending, boosting reservist numbers, and joining other European nations in ramping up military preparedness, while stressing volunteers will not be sent to Ukraine. So we need to look at France, and then we need to look at Germany, and then we need to look at Ukraine. Eef. Oh, yes, please do hit the like. And subscribing is free. I'm here every day. Hello, Lynott. Hi, lurking. Hello. All right. Macron. France. So they've created a national military service, but it is voluntary for 18 and 19-year-olds. I don't know what their system was. Oh, thank you, Chris Cole. Yeah, Lynott says, I would not mess with France. The resistance made things very difficult for Germany. Oh, yeah. Yeah. There was a while back, there were these two men who were in a relationship, and one was American and one was French. I can't remember their names, and they've broken up since, I think. But they were talking back and forth, and the American was reading questions from the chat to his boyfriend and his French boyfriend. And the question was, why are French people so rude? And I'm going to do a fake accent because it was funnier. His boyfriend said, "We are not rude, we are honest." I will never forget that. I loved it. We are not rude, we are honest. There you go. Yeah. Raymond says, if it wasn't for France, America would have lost the revolution. Yep. Vive la France. Yep. Agreed. Honest. Sorry. It wasn't a nest. It was honest. The French people aren't rude. They're honest. Sorry. It was with a French accent. Honest. Sorry. Should have been clearer. Yeah, these are the kind of cards I get for France. Just, they've got it. They're stylish. They're, King of Cups, Page of Cups. I don't know why I get cups for France, but I often do. See? Cups. There is this kind of chaos in the world. That's the card for the reading, so I'll just turn that sideways. This kind of chaos stirring up. Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, you gotta spend some money. Mesa says they're not rude. They just do not sugarcoat the verbs. Mary says, and don't mess with Belgium. Oh, hang on. What was that? Mare says the French also slay on the runway. Oh, the wine. That could be it. Anyway. I won't get sidetracked because I've told the story too many times, but there was also that, if you know, that great scene in the show Chef, when the English chef he was in France, there was a competition and he needed to go into a French winery to get a bottle of English wine. That was good. That was funny. The French people have a particular relationship with their government. And there's not a whole lot of, yes, sir, whatever you say, sir. I just the thought of that from a French person is just hysterical to me. Yes, sir, whatever you say, sir. Anyway. Yeah. This is, it could get expensive fast, and no one's economy is thriving at the moment. So Brianna said, yeah, they kind of tend to just overthrow the government. Oh boy. Roxy says, I'd rather have honesty than fake compliments. No, there's nothing wrong with it. It was funny. I hope no one thinks I'm being negative toward the French, because I am not at all. Vive la France. Yeah. See, in the back of my head, I have the astrology that's coming up over the next couple of years, which isn't great. It's not going to, it's not like the end of the world, no, but there still is, luckily it seems to be weakening a little, but there is still a little far right influence but it's weakening. And this is going forward in choices, and this is good, but this suspension is a little worrying, but it doesn't feel like it feels like something bigger going on in the world, not necessarily Ukraine. What is that? Give me more information on this. Old Silver says Germans are abrupt. They don't sugarcoat. The French take to the streets in protests. True. True, Roxy. The French gave us the Statue of Liberty. But I think they want it back now. Well, no takesy backsies. To me, it's kind of the Statue of Liberty is pretty much the symbol of anti-fascism. To me. And especially in the Trump era with that famous poem where they added the plaque with the poem about basically, come from all over the world, yearning, the people yearning to breathe free. So no, you can't take it back. You have a smaller one. You got that one. Just look at it from scooch down and look at it from a higher angle, a lower. Look at it from a lower angle. It'll look bigger. Then you're good with yours. We want to keep ours. Yeah, send us your tired, your poor. Yeah. Well, we know adding insult to injury. Blunder dumb, moving stuff around. It's basically what I'm getting is the problem France is going to have with doing this is it's going to be expensive. That's what I'm getting. So, okay, now we need to look at Germany, and then we need to look at Ukraine. 37-35. Now, do you have more information about Germany's response to the changes going on in Germany right now and the response? Because I have just lost where I was. There, Germany. Because I know there are things happening, but I don't know the specifics. If you could help me, I would really appreciate it. So Germany. My oldest sister, her husband, and one of her sons actually just took a vacation in Germany. Roxy says, I lived in Paris in a previous life. I believe I lived in Paris in my previous life. But there were a lot of us there, or a lot of them there. It's not me. I've explained this before. The different lives are like spokes off of your higher self. That's how I see it. So it's her. It's not me, but we're very closely related. Okay. Amy says Germany's Association of Family-Owned Companies lifts its ban on AFD contracts, signaling acceptance of the far right in business circles. Oh no. No. Oh, Germany, no, please, no. Why? This doesn't end well for you. This doesn't end well for anybody, and it really doesn't end well for you, no. Well, the Wheel of Fortune is something we usually think about somebody either being on top or being kind of underneath. And you go up or down in fortune and that kind of thing. But this can also be a card of clocks, time, and those who do not learn from the past are doomed to repeat it. Plans, it's at least on a small scale, it's refusal of, yeah. I don't, three of, that's, ouch, heartache. In the middle, there's the Empress in the world. So I don't have a huge downturn for Germany, but please. Amy says the far-right AfD party is launching a new youth organization. No. Experts expected to be as radical as its predecessor. No. Germany, don't do it. Don't. Really? Spiritual Hack says there is a cat cafe in Paris, by the way. It was great, hilarious. Who the cats choose to deign to visit. That's nice. Oh, man. Chris Cole says, I believe this life is my first time, and I am truly appalled, I say. We all have first lifetimes. So welcome. Oh, man. All right, Germany. Patty says, oh my gosh, a French cat. I can't even. Yes. A cat. Oh, a French cat. Oh. Tishy says, take a deep breath, folks. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, we read on this. Thank you for the reminder. We read on this kind of blunderous, stupid stuff that some people do. Shy 70 says, I think I'm an old soul because it feels like I've seen this all before, sadly. Oh, Mayor says, Merz in Germany is saying Russia is a real threat. They are preparing the German military just in case. That's what I expected. Yeah. Get that military up and organized. Queen of Cups. Nine of Pentacles, Three of Wands. So this is the people, the industrialists, whatnot, watching, keeping an eye out. Big old Judgment, Two of Pentacles. So I've got both France and Germany. This is expense. This is going to get expensive. But I don't have the Tower. I mean, I don't have dun dun dun. So, oh boy. Amy says, to avoid alienating voters, AfD politicians usually use the euphemism of remigration rather than saying deportations. Oh, remigration. Oh, there we go. Whew. Chris Cole says, obviously, with the way things are going, a great French cat will one day rule the world. Yes. Oh, boy. Roxy Roxy says, I do believe the Russians and the 1% are trying to turn Germany back again. Oh, wow. Yes, Mayor. Alternative migration. Yeah, I've got things getting kind of hairy, but I'm not getting. Yeah, no, it's still got the Knight of Cups here. We've got the Sun and the King of Pentacles. So that's yeah, doing what needs to be do what needs to be done. It's just expensive and hard. But this is minor arcana. So I'm not getting catastrophe. That's what I'm getting. TJ says Germany won't go back. I think the people are wise to it. Yes. I think so too. 45-40. Let's have a quick look. Sierra Gal just said, ooh la la. This is why I do this every day, because you're here. By the way, thank you so much for praying for Bailey. His eye it's watering now, so it's kind of wet, but it is much less red, and he's holding it almost completely open now, and what's the tearing is completely clear. So, and he's acting normally, he's eating normally, he's running around, he's doing his thing. So thank you. All right, Germany. Cindy says, mais oui. Oh, boy. Yeah, he may have gotten a scratch. But there he is. He's cleaning himself. He's moving around under the blankie. No. Actually, I don't have nasty things for Germany. I was just having a quick look to see is Germany likely to rhyme with something in its past. I didn't give him eye drops. It was only for a day. He was like that, and he's better. So, oh, thank you, Mrs. Gonking, and I'm praying for my dad too. Thank you. Dad's okay. He needs some more tests. Thank you. All right, let me update this at. Okay, so I was just having a quick look. Is Germany going to revert to some things in the past? I feel like they're learning from the past, and it didn't go well for them. It didn't go well for anybody, but it really didn't go well for them. A flattened country, not. Yeah, it did not go well for them in the past. King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Look, we have our far right too, but there's hope. And there's isolationism, but there's also reflection. So no, Germany's not going to revert back to what it was. That's what I'm getting. All right. Thank you. Thank you for praying for Bailey. So somebody says, Boo-Boo's and Kitty recovering. That's great. Bonjour, Bailey. Tishy says he's our mascot. Of course, we're sending the good vibes. Oh, thank you. True, Mayor. That's sad. But yeah, our far right influenced their far right. Man. Okay. Ukraine at 4910. Shannon was asking about, the Ukraine government has been rocked by a corruption scandal. Has it weakened Zelensky? Now, one of his cabinet officials has basically been arrested on corruption charges. Thank you, Patty. Thank you, Chris Cool. So, but there's nothing to say that Zelensky was involved. So is Zelensky weaker now? I mean, they've had to suspend elections during the war. So Zelensky. Seriously, Ukraine, I do think you might want to think of making a statue of Zelensky in the future, because yeah, I mean it's bad. If you watched House Sparks over the last couple of weeks, Philip Ittner he came back from Ukraine for the holidays, but even the last time he was on, he couldn't stay on because they didn't have power again. So Russia is just that's Putin, what he's doing, and Ukraine is suffering because of this jerk right there. Well, I guess in this jerk too, but that jerk. It's a lot of grief, loss. It's a war. It's military. And then you get actually fool and hierophants. Well, you're going to get some bad people, but actually this feels more like Trump's insulting peace plan that Russia handed to him. Let me see. Is this going to hurt? Yeah, CC Ryder, this is the last thing Zelensky needs. He needs trusted advisors. Yeah. Proxy Roxy says Zelensky was voted in by the people. Yes. Those around him were there already. Some may be bad apples. Okay. Oh, yes, please do hit the like button. Thank you, Mare. Hello, lucky girl. Hello. Zelensky. Okay, I need some clarification. I'm going to show you those cards until I get some clarification. What are we talking about? All right. I was asking for some clarification on the first set of cards. And these cards, voters, that's my card. That's Ukraine. Well, it can be Ukraine, the grain thing. It's either this one or the sun card with the sunflowers. Voters, all right. And this would be, people have lost a lot, but you know, what are young people going to do? Fight for their country. You know, when you've seen the horrors that Putin has done, you don't just go, oh well, sure. Mm-mm. So that's Zelensky. That's the card for the original reading, and they're hurting, but they have plans. And they have plans, but then I get these cards and I don't know what I'm trying to figure out what they're talking about. Because the center card is refusal. Then I get the Three of Swords, ow, and I get the DEATH card. They're in war. So I think the message here is, does it weaken Zelensky? Yes. Oh my gosh, I just cut the deck. Does it weaken Zelensky? Yes. But Ukraine is already in such a state that ultimately it could very well be that, yes, he was corrupt, but they got rid of him. They got rid of the corrupt person, and that might be what matters. So, Proxy Roxy says, but isn't Putin's military so broken down and ineffective in the larger sense? But they're still doing damage. And Ukraine is still going to win this war. It's what I get all the time. There's the war, and they have to walk away. This is going to hurt Russia for a long time. There is hope for Ukraine. There is support for Ukraine and internal morale, and Ukraine will win. These are all good cards for Ukraine. So, and then you see here where this is someone having to walk away from all the cups. And then these are all the cups. This is Ukraine. This is someone having to walk away. That's Russia not going well for them. So that's what I get. All right. So on the whole, France is going to find it expensive. Military stuff is expensive. Germany is doing what they need to do, but I don't see them falling into old habits. And Ukraine is going to win, but it's beyond brutal. But it already is. So, okay. That's what I get for that. So I think there was something here. Here's something I wanted to point out. 57 questions I don't get to today. I will roll over to tomorrow, but I want to make sure I get to this. Nettie brought up the topic, and I wanted to give you a quote I heard. So Nettie is saying GOP congresspeople are having their lives threatened, not only by Bondi and Patel to arrest them for pushing the release of the Epestine files, or criminals, charging them with fraud, blah, blah, blah. MTG has had her life threatened as well, as Congressman Masie, due to being called traitors by dumpies and dumpy supporters, and Maga. With all these people now on board, will they impeach Trump? Now I can look at that, but there's one thing I wanted to point out. Yesterday, it was recently on the Stephanie Miller show. She was talking to Jasmine Crockett, and Jasmine Crockett said, Marjorie, it wasn't talking to her directly, but it was just saying on Stephanie Miller's show, Marjorie Taylor Greene, you had Trump turn on you for a week and you're quitting. Try dealing with this every single day. Marjorie Traitor Greene, the coward. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Exits. And of course you want your pension. Yeah, bye-bye. Yeah. Yeah, M. Kobe said, and Crockett says, welcome to my world of being threatened. Yep. I'm saying Black Friday is a quote from Montana Alley. Black Friday because it's only an American people trample each other for sales exactly one day after being thankful for what they already have. And I would normally, chuckle at that, but Sarah took her son to work this morning and was telling me that normally, because he basically works on the equivalent of the high street where they live, and it was dead. Normally it's packed on Black Friday. Nope. Dead. There were parking spaces right up front. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lewis is saying someone pointed out that she's been hated by someone, not us, for a long time. She's never feared for her life. Mic drop. So all these people are turning against Trump. So Democrats are in charge. Are Republicans going to be like, yeah, impeach him? No, they don't, because they're afraid. They're afraid of what Maga would do. And you've already had idiots taking pot shots at the president, which is wrong. There should not be violence in politics, period. There should be justice. There should be fair court cases. And when people are guilty, they should be sent to prison. But there shouldn't be violence. If Democrats, when Democrats get back in power, if Democrats get back in power, we can do a lot of good. And that's great. A lot of them are just leaving. And it'll stop the drain. Because for all that the Republicans talk about, oh, Democrats, they just raise your taxes and it runs, they spend money. Not like the Republicans. I've just got them being too afraid to stand up against Trump. You made this bed. You get to lie in it. Democrats have been dealing with this for years. So, Kathy, did your cat stand on your keyboard? That happens. All right. I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much. It is 1:15 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. You're always welcome. Sarah will be there. And she's got a local, if you're around Shreveport, she's got another local market tomorrow where she will be selling her homemade, handmade, neat little things that she makes. And don't forget her Etsy store. So she makes all the stuff herself. She's not buying stuff from China and then no. She's making it all. And they're so cute. The murder of crows, the F-bombs. She has some F-bombs for sale. Those are adorable. It's a crochet. It's did it crochet? It's a black, looks like an old-fashioned cartoony bomb with a fake fuse that's lit. And it's got an F on it. They're adorable. She's also making love bombs. So it's pink with a heart on it. You can throw them at people who know they're coming, Anyway, she's great. And thank you so much for being so kind to her, too. Okay, so please remember, you're not alone. You're not. And there are good days ahead. So hang in there. All right? We're in this together. We're in this together. All right. So take care, and I'll be right back here tomorrow. Tomorrow night is Patreon. Links in the description. Come and talk to people directly who you know from the chat. And we'll have a good time. So take care, and I'll see you later, as always.